back to the channel and this Flutter series. In the last video we saw about creating a user with email and password, basically sign up using Firebase. So now we have covered pretty much everything in our authentication, Firebase authentication. Just one last thing is left, and that is that how can we save the user token. That suppose what happens is that we logged in and now we don't want that when the user restarts the app or enters it again, so it has to go through all that login thing, right? So we are basically saving the sign in, that yes, the user has signed in and the app has to remember that the sign in is done, right? So that functionality we are going to add. So the app has been run here, and this functionality is for our Google sign in, as you can see, which we did in the previous few videos. What code I'm writing, and then at the end of the video we'll achieve our code and I'll explain you every bit of the line we write, right? Okay, so this is our functionality. We'll just give it a gap. After the navigator, we close that. We don't need to do anything with that. This is our Google sign-in function. So we'll set that as a variable, and the variable name will be Google user. So it will be a final variable of the type Google sign-in authentication, capital G, Google sign-in account, and the name will be Google Auth, let's say, and that will be equal to await Google sign in and the value and all, right? And now one more variable which will be final, and the type will be Google sign in authentication, capital G, Google, capital IN, authentication, and the name will be again Google Auth. We are basically renaming the previous variable. That will be await Google user. No, this should not be auth, this should be Google user. We'll put a null check dot authentication. This should be also a question mark for null safety. Okay, we forgot this equal to, so sorry. And now we have to write auth dot sign in with credential, and our credential would be Google auth provider dot credential. And now for the credential we will have two things: access token, which will be our Google auth dot access token. We'll put question mark for null safety. And now we will have ID token, which will be Google auth, again question mark, dot ID token, and a semicolon there. Okay, yes, that's done, right? So basically that's it for our functionality. So here we are getting an error. Body might complete normally, causing null to be returned. So we can't return a null here, so we'll return user object simply, and the error is gone. Okay, and now for the main .dart file, where we are sending our home to be login screen, there we have to make the changes. Below the const we have to make two variable below the constructor: final future of type Firebase app, and the name will be underscore initialization, which will be equal to Firebase dot initialize app, and second will be a late variable which will be of type stream subscription. And the name will be user. We'll remove const. So now when these two are created, we will convert our class to a stateful class. Convert to stateful visit. Okay, now we'll use init function, init state, and inside init we will define our user, which will be equal to Firebase auth dot instance dot auth state changes dot listen. We will get a user here instead of event. We'll return user and we'll leave that empty and put the semicolon. And for the dispose function, we will simply dispose our user. User dot cancel semicolon. Okay, so now for the widget, we will return a future builder. We'll wrap our material app to a future builder. Future builder. So now for future, we will give underscore initialization, the variable which we made right here. For the builder, we will have a context and a snapshot. And if snapshot has an error, and if a snapshot has an error, then we will return a scaffold messenger. Scaffold messenger dot off, basically a snack bar we are returning, dot show snack bar, and snack bar will have a constant snack bar widget, and context will be a text widget which will say error. We'll put commas, and now we have to just copy this material app from here. We'll copy this and remove this code, we don't need that. And now below that if method, we'll write another if snapshot dot connection state is equal to connection state dot done. So basically if the connection is established, then we have to return the material app, the code which we copied, and our home will not be login. We'll first see Firebase auth dot instance dot current user is equal to null. Then we have to send the login screen, and if that's not the case, then we will go to home and if by any chance the internet is slow, then we'll simply return a constant of circular progress indicator. this widget we have to return. So photo will be the photo URL dot toString So that's pretty much it for the code. We'll rename that, write the correct spelling. So now for the testing purpose, I'll install this app to my own personal phone. Let's see that. I'll record my phone screen and then put that here so that you can see what's happening. The app has run, and now here you can see it directly takes me to the home screen, and the sign up screen is simply not shown. So what we'll do is I'll just add a login button to the home screen in the app bar. I'll wrap it with just a director. And for the on double tap, let's say we'll sign out. I'll hot refresh that, and now on double tapping you can see that I'm being notified about being signed out. Okay, so now let's run the app again, and it takes me to the home screen. So now I'll sign in, and signing in takes me to the home screen, and now we'll again restart the app and let's see if the home screen comes or not. It doesn't, and it takes me completely to the home screen, not the login screen, right? Okay, so that's it for the video, and I hope you guys were clear with the concept. It was not that difficult. It was an easy task. The code was, I agreed, a bit confusing, but yes, we did it. And that's it for this video. Make sure to like the video if your doubts were complete, and if you do have any query, some error is coming, then make sure to put me down in the comments. I'll make sure to reply that. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Sometimes I struggle in this place, been in circles several days, never knowing the right way. Yeah. Sometimes I struggle in this place, people look the other way.